Hello, koalas, and welcome to Koala Cavity. Welcome on the YouTube channel of Koala Cavity, at least. And yes, today we are taking a look at the new content on the official website because we want to read and we want to go through the new pieces of information that we have for the new season. It's season 11. It's coming out on the 2nd of November and it's aka Escape. Here we go. I almost forget about the name. The new season will be Escape, and yes, there is new content on the website for the legend and for the map itself. So we are here today to cover that together. I'm gonna go through it for the first time with you, so that's quite exciting. Maybe some little things to nibble on and to get hyped about, and again that's going to be at the same time than new, so it sounds great. Before we start, koalas, just a quick reminder. The YouTube channel is pushing a lot of content about cosmetics for Apex, but originally, at the beginning, Koala Cavity, it is a Twitch channel. The name of the Twitch channel is the same name than the YouTube channel. This is Koala Cavity with a K, and the philosophy of Koala Cavity is a bit special. Because every month Koala Cavity will donate with its own resources to one or more charities depending on the agenda. And the philosophy doesn't stop there, because as it's a Twitch channel and as we are affiliate, we are also treating the subs a bit differently, because the majority of the subs that we receive will be redirected and they will be added on top of our own monthly donation to the charity or to the charities, again depending on the agenda. So it's a very positive philosophy, it's a very positive initiative. If you like this philosophy and this vision, and if you want to support us, yes, of course, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you like the content. But please, please, please don't forget to also support us on the Twitch channel, because this is the first area where Koala Cavity started to exist, and this is the backbone of the philosophy and the backbone of the vision, to make sure that we receive some support, yes, but also to make sure that we can redirect the majority of this support in order to add it on top of our own monthly donation to the charities. So that's really, really, really important. So please feel free to visit the Twitch channel of Koala Cavity, and feel free to follow us and jump in, say hi, and we can get to know each other a bit better. Before also to dive into this content, I mean, Ash is looking amazing with the with her little friend. I wish we knew her name, but anyway, I am derailing already. Before to jump in, the trailer for the season 11 Escape was out today. It was the first gameplay trailer, and as always, Koala Cavity is doing a very, very, very detailed analysis of the trailer. It means that we will slow it down and we will look at every single screen, and we will discuss, kind of analyze. We will throw some assumptions. We will raise some questions, etc., etc. So that's taking a lot of time. It's for people who really love this kind of details and really want to see everything in details and they want to also have their own questions. They want to have their own assumptions, and they want to have as much visibility as possible. So if you like it, or if you like at least the the idea of taking that much time to to look at a trailer, don't forget to also check the video. It is, or it will be, the one that was published just before this one. I think, yes, that's right to say that. I will publish it first, and then I will publish this video right now about the website. So again, if you love Apex, the lore, the details, you can check the channel and make sure that you check this video, because it's taking a lot of time, and it's really going into details. So you will love it if you are about all that. Sorry, koalas. The throat, my throat. But now we go. Now we go. That's the official website. There is a page for Ash, and there is a page for, you see, Storm Point, the new map. We will start with Ash and her lovely buddy. Once again, I hope that there was I hope that we had a name, but I don't think that we do have one. Maybe it will be in this description. Once again, I'm going through it with you. See your imperfections in your enemies, then crush them. What a lovely intro. So we know her name, this is Ash. Inside of her, it's Dr. Reed. I really love the colors. It must have been hard for the design team to choose what colors to give to her, because it's such a charismatic and very important character from the Titanfall lore. So it must have been a lot of discussions around the colors, etc. So tricky, but they did it well, I think. Let me know what you think. I love the beige and the, what is it? It's a kind of dark turquoise or something like that. It really looks great. I love it. And so yes, she likes to seek for the imperfections of them, to crush them, so it makes her an incisive investigator. Born in the unforgiving frontier, Dr. Ashley Reed, here we go, still very much a human, yes, at least in the inside. She learned early that the only person who was going to look out for her was herself. One day she was hired by a mercenary group for a delicate job. I believe that it was the Apex Predators in Titanfall. Oh no, they are talking about the Dr. Reed here. She was hired by a mercenary group for a delicate job, still an experimental fuel source being researched in the Outlands city of Olympus. So yes, my bad, they are not talking about Ash yet, they are talking about Dr. Reed, and that's when she acted like a traitor against Horizon and against the rest of the lab. And those people in the lab, they were pretty much the creators of Pathfinder. It was the perfect job for her, who infiltrated and psychologically manipulated the researchers for years. Yes, true. She was one of them, and they believed that until she showed her real face. When the lab self-destructed, she died. And didn't. Yes, she didn't really die. She was found. I don't remember who found her. Is it Blisk straight away? I don't remember. But yes, she was kind of saved and transformed. Her brain was put in a simulacrum shell, a bit like Revenant. But in the process, she lost years of memories, and the trauma of her death caused her personality to fracture. Okay, that's why she's that fragile and also totally crazy because she's stuck in there, and yeah, she's totally mad. She mustn't remember all the story. She just remembers some stuffs, and all she knows for sure is that she is trapped in the simulacrum. So she's a bit crazy. Now, Ash is the embodiment of the cold, perfectionist, power-hungry side of Dr. Reed. Okay, but behind that confident facade, something sinister is simmering. After an encounter, with Horizon that overrides Ash's simulacrum programming, the framework that kept the vulnerable yet intelligent Dr. Ashley Reed personality dormant has begun to crack. Yeah, okay. So that's because of Horizon saying out loud the series of numbers. That's because of Horizon doing that now the the real Dr. Reed has woken up, and she's inside the simulacrum, being crazier and crazier. Ash joins the games to prove she has transcended all humanity. Ashley is determined to prove they are wrong. Yeah, that's gonna be hard for Ashley, for the Dr. Reed to fight this off. But she will try. We have a quick look also at the sword. I wish I could call it a katana, but it's more a sword. Her age is 121, obviously, because it's taking into account the years that she has lived as a simulacrum. Unknown for the home world, okay, and the abilities, we will have a look down there. So let's start with the passive. The marked for death. So Hash's map shows the location of recent death boxes, okay. So first, it's on the map, so mini-map and the map, I believe, and it shows the location of the recent death boxes, so no need to expect that you will see the death box of the very first team being killed. If you are towards the end of the game, be reassured, your map won't be totally full of markers and icons. It's only the recent ones. That's good to know. And it marks surviving attackers. Okay, so you do not only see the recent death boxes, you also see the team members that were attacking this team, so you can track them. That's not gonna help the third party, but that's very interesting, and also it makes sense with the what was it? The incisive instigator. Oh, I'm sure I said incisive investigator, but my bad. It's incisive instigator. Okay, weird. I would have sweared that it was investigator, but that's my bad. So that's what she can do with the passive. What about the tactical? Oh yes, the tactical, we had a very good look during the trailer. Again, you know, it's a very detailed analysis, more or less, that we do. So it's screen by screen. We came back one or twice on it. So if you want to see that in the trailer, feel free to dive into the very long analysis that I have done previously. You can find it on the channel. This is the previous video published. So the arc snare. She is throwing a spinning snare that damages and tethers the first enemy who gets too close. So yes, we saw that in the trailer. Basically, let's say it's a small, tiny knife or sword. Let's say knife. You send the knife on the floor. The knife is planted in the ground, and whatever enemy legend is getting too close and I said legend. I did not say legends because it will only be triggered by the first enemy legend, and it will only impact the first enemy legend that is getting too close. And basically what it does, it's damaging you, it is stunning you, but on top of that you are also hooked by a cable. So there is a kind of cable from the knife into your body, and this is preventing you from escaping, from walking, from running too far. You are stuck in a very limited area, and you cannot leave, you cannot escape. That's a shame. That's the that's the title of the new season. But when you are impacted by the arc snare, you cannot do anything. You are totally stuck, and no, you cannot escape. The ultimate. So the ultimate, it was a bit hard to get in the. It was hard and confusing to get it straight away in the trailer. But basically, she's just like using her sword right and left, kind of swinging the sword right and left. It takes very little time, and during that time you need to aim at a location, and this targeted location will be the location where your portal is happening. So basically you swing your sword, you aim at a location, and you will straight away teleport there. See it as Try to see it as Loba's tactical mixed with Wraith ultimate. So Loba's tactical is because it's something where you need to aim a minimum. You need to aim at a location if you want to go somewhere. And Wraith because you are phasing more or less. So during that teleportation, you cannot be harmed, you cannot be attacked, and the visual effect is pretty much the same than for Wraith, Portal, and phasing. So yes, it's a perfect happy medium between Loba's Tactical and Wraith Ultimate, and they say it's a one-way portal, as you can see, so it means a lot of things. The first one, I believe it's only assumptions, but I think they are safe assumptions. The first one is you can only use it one time. The second one, it's overlapping with the first one. The second one, it means that you can only use it in one direction, but it's still important because you might have a teammate at the other end of the portal, and I don't think they can use it. I don't think that any teammate can use it full stop. So it's probably only for herself, only for Ash. And yeah, again, one way, so only one time, and secondly, only one direction. So it's a very limited use. I am interested for the cooldown. It's still very cool because you can go at the back of enemies, and you can surprise them and third party them, etc. So that's very efficient, I think, but it might only be for yourself. And it will be also a very quick and limited action. It's not something that you can use a lot as soon as this is triggered. And I think, yes, that's all for the lovely Ash. They call her merciless in the trailer, and again, if you want to see the very detailed screen by screen analysis, check the videos, and there's gonna be the video published just before this one. And now we have a lot to see about Stormpoint, the new map. So if I say a lot, it's because I went through the web page to make sure that all the images were here, but again, I didn't read anything. So that's going to be my first time, and that's going to be at the same time than you. And there is a lot because I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling to make sure that all the images were here. And yes, there is a lot because they give a lot of information about the point of interest, the points of interest, so the POI. I like this view. That's a very, very cool one because it gives us, not for all of it, but it gives us a top bottom view, so that's great. We recognize a couple of areas. So this is at the beginning of the gameplay trailer with Valk chilling out. This is, I don't know if they show this area, maybe later on in the trailer. I think Ash is looking at this. Over there we have the windmills, I believe. Then you have the crash site over here. And yeah, some corridors. It can be very fragmented between the rocks and between the mountains, let's say. It's very fragmented, but at the same time you also have like some big open areas, so that's very, very interesting. So this, I think it will be addressed in this video with the comments from the devs, but I don't remember having a lot of visibility about that in the gameplay trailer, so it will be cool to read about it now. And oh, there is another one here. Okay, interesting. And I think that this is the top of the launch site, because yes, there is also on this map after World's Edge the Storm Point. Is it Storm Point? Yes, the Storm Point map will also have a launch site with a rocket. So let's take a look. Hey, I am Rodney Reese, principal designer on Apex Legends, and I would like to welcome you to Storm Point, the fourth map of Apex Legends, and what a lovely one. Located on the planet Gaia, Storm Point is a long forgotten IMC research base, okay, and is now home to the Apex games. It's our largest map to date. Oh, okay, good to know. Okay. Because I was going to say, at the beginning of the trailer, there is a good view of the map, but it's from the sea, and you see only the side of it. So we didn't have any idea of the full size. This screenshot is already a bit more helpful to have a good idea. But now they are being very straightforward and very clear about it. That's the largest one, and it's about 15% bigger than World's Edge. Wow, okay. Our previous map size record holder. Okay. It features a wide variety of diverse locations, from tropical island, hopping to giant mountain slides. Yes, we have seen that allow you to play higher than previous maps. Yeah, during the gameplay trailer, again, the very detailed analysis that we have done, check this video. We have seen on a lot of screens that there was a lot of verticality. There is a lot to see and a lot to talk about, so let's dive in. Yes, I can tell you. So first, those gravity cannons. Okay, I was calling them jump pads. I was calling them jump pads, or... Oh, that's very slow. Weird. It wasn't that slow before. Oh, here we go. It's a bit better. Thank you. So yes, I was calling them green lasers and jump pads, but the real name is the gravity cannon. So yeah, we have seen that in the trailer. It was epic, and that's really cool. I wonder if you need to press a jump for it to work, or is it fully automated? Let's read. Nearly all the redeployed balloons are gone. That's also something that I wanted to know. I was wondering if they kept at least a couple, or if they got rid of all of them. Apparently you can still find a couple. So nearly all are gone. In their place are the gravity cannons, and they are an excellent method to outrun the ring. Step inside of one, and it will launch you in a predetermined direction. So you don't have to jump, everything is automated. Okay. While traveling through the air, you have pitch control and can land to the sides of the receiving points of the gravity cannon to avoid traps and other dangers. Okay, so you have a little bit of control. I don't think that you will be able to, land at the very left side or the very right side of the zone. You can only maybe land. Look, I'm waiting for the GIF. Here we go. I think you can land here. You can land here, for example, on the side, you see, on the exit path. But I don't think that you can land like a lot outside of the receiving point of the gravity cannon. But you can a little bit to avoid the traps and the danger. You also have complete control of your weapons, grenades, tactical abilities, and ultimates. Okay, when traveling through the air. Alright, alright, alright. So the weapons and the grenades, that's cool because you can still be aggressive, but it goes a bit further. You can even use your full kit to mess around into the wilds. So they will talk about the map. Oh no, look, Brawlers. They will talk about the dangers of the map for now. On Storm Point, players will be dropping into a world that is teeming with dangerous wildlife. The wildlife nests are exciting new combat encounters that offer strategic looting options. Oh, okay. For squads as they plan their path through to the mid stages of a match. Okay. Let's meet the wildlife that calls Storm Point home. Each type of wildlife offers different combat challenges and methods of engagement. Okay, so yes, we have seen that in the trailer and we have talked about that. This is the nest of the Brawlers. We'll look at that. Ash is fighting a bunch of them. Brawlers are aggressive creatures that hunt in packs, and they can be found patrolling their prowler dens across Storm Point. So every time you see this kind of pile of dirt or earth or sand, let's say, watch your back because I think you will be attacked by the prowlers. If they spot you, they will be sure to warn you, to warn that you are getting too close and aren't too friendly to uninvited guests. Okay, so maybe they don't attack straight away. They will warn you, and then if you want to play with them, that's your own risk and your own problem. Keeping your distance leaves the option to engage in your hands. Okay, interesting. Watch out though, if you choose to engage, more will emerge from the prowler dens to defend their territory. Okay, okay, okay. So a couple of them are here for the welcome committee, but if you choose to play with them, it's gonna be a bunch of them, not only 2 or 3. Okay, okay, okay. So here we saw that in the trailer as well, with the lovely lifeline trying to to run for her life, and yes, all the eggs in there. So we're gonna talk about the spiders. Look at this one. Awful. Design is really cool. Prowlers aren't the only things living on Storm Point. Spider eggs are scattered across the map. Causing damage to these eggs will disturb the spiders inside, hatching a swarm of critters that will happily have you for lunch. Okay, so maybe they don't open automatically. Maybe you have to shoot them so that they open. That's good to know. These large arachnids are ranged, web-spitting enemies that choose to engage with their potential meals from afar before sinking their teeth into them. You. While squishier than prowlers, these enemies are quick and scurry around to reposition themselves frequently. Okay, okay, good to know. They might also not run after you during the hours, and they might also go back to their nest. That's good. So the flyers, it was one of my question marks during the very detailed analysis that I have done. The question mark was, will they be very aggressive, just like in the Stories from the Outlands trailer, or the other trailer. Will they be very aggressive, or will they be flying around just like on King's Canyon with a death box in their clothes, and that's all? I don't know. Look to the sky to reap the rewards carried by flyers found soaring or preached, yes, high above. Yeah, okay, so that's the same thing as King's Canyon. Flyers are spawned individually across the map, and their positions are randomly selected from a predetermined list of possible spawn locations each match. Okay, so nothing special. They are not aggressive. It doesn't become crazy if you have one above you. They won't attack you. They are just here for the loot. So what is that? We have a new marker on the map, the wildlife nest, and they call it it's just the rules and trophies of the hunt. Okay, interesting. So now you also see that on the map. Okay, at least you are not totally surprised when you run into a nest, because you can see it in advance, and you can combat any of them for loot rewards and crafting materials. Okay, interesting. So those nests are denoted by the red markers on your minimap. Okay. Also the minimap, that's cool. All the nests are static and finite, meaning every match they are always in the same place. Good to know. With the same type of wildlife and only small variations in their numbers. Okay, good to know. The wildlife respect their nest's boundaries and are aggressive only to trespassers that enter into their domain. Okay, so that's what I was saying with the spiders, or even with the prowlers. First, the prowlers are warning you, so it's up to you to engage. And secondly, I was throwing the assumption that the spiders won't chase you everywhere. They will stop at some point, and that is made very clear here. So that's great. Once a wildlife nest is cleared, it is removed from the map, and your squad can reap the rewards. Okay. So what are the rewards? Here we go. The rewards that you will gain from battling the fauna. So the smart loot drops. On death, the prowlers and spiders have a chance to drop attachments and ammo for your squad based on your weapon loadouts, in addition to a few consumables and other goodies. Okay, that's very kind. Poor them. I'm a bit scared about their diet. Those poor animals or creatures. They are eating shit, if I may. The Evo points, what is that? A small percentage of all damage dealt to wildlife is rewarded towards your Evo armor. This includes flyers. Okay, very good. You see, I didn't think about that, but you cannot farm damages to evolve quicker your Evo armor by killing the prowlers or the spiders. That's very smart. You don't want people to be cheating around, so it will just be a small percentage of the damages. Okay. Crafting materials. So in addition to give you accessories, where was it? No, attachments, sorry. In addition to give you attachments and few consumables, cleaning a nest rewards a lump of crafting materials, which are divided evenly among each squad member in the nest at time of completion. Really interesting. And now we have all the POIs, so all the points of interest. The first one is the barometer. That's huge, that's massive. We can see some gravity cannons, some roads and bridges for the tridents. Oh, and look, we have 1 and 2 and maybe more escape pods, just like the one we see on Olympus right now. You know, when you need to do the special interaction with Bangalore to unlock some trackers. we have the same escape pods here. Okay, that's interesting. And yes, you see there is a door here, so a lot of verticality, that's for sure. And those buildings are, yeah, they are modern. Some other buildings on the map are quite old and rusty, etc. But those ones, they seem to be quite new. Let's look at some of the larger drop locations. The barometer, so that's this one here, it's the heart of Storm Point. Okay, probably at the center of the map. A spinning platform with a honey pot. Wait, what? Is it spinning? Or maybe this is spinning in the middle? Yeah, there is no way that this can be spinning around, so either it's just a metaphor, either they talk about that. Oh, and look, there we see the cove that I love, it looks so beautiful. So anyway, I'm not sure about the spinning, but they say it's a spinning platform with a honey pot of loot, and is overlooked by a research tower that gives a height advantage. That's for sure. That's a very high spot here, high ground. But it's challenging to defend against attackers. Very well. Then we have the command center. So that's the inside of a building. Built inside the mountain. Oh cool. The command center is a massive complex that's rich in loot and which allows players to dive into its heart from the dropship. It is also an excellent method for getting to the top of the mountain. Oh, while protected by using a network of the longest ziplines in the Apex games to date. Oh, interesting. It's a shame that we don't see an example to see how long it is, but that's very cool. Now we have the antenna. Oh, and look, we have the big portal. I still don't know what is it. I'm sure they will cover that. Oh, yes, and so again, for the 50th time, go and check the very detailed analysis of the trailer. I talked about this and I was like, you know what? It reminds me a section in Jurassic Park where they host all the flying dinosaurs and you have those kind of suspended corridors and grills and gates, and it really looks like a Jurassic Park area. That looks amazing. So that's called the antenna. Okay, it's cool because it's in the air, and it's hooked with some cables, and you have behind here you have a zip line to reach the building in the center. The antenna is a drop location divided by a network of catwalks. That's the word I was looking for. So a network of catwalks positioned above a massive communication dish. Make your way across these catwalks or slide to the bottom of the antenna to zipline your way up to the center. Exactly. So the zipline is hidden, but this is here at the bottom on the ground, and then you zipline inside the building here. Then we have checkpoints. Oh, that's the older buildings that I was talking about, and we have seen this area in the trailer, and here you have a zip line from the ground to reach those older buildings, a bit rusty and old, and you have also stairs to climb there. You have some beautiful flowers, and in the trailer we saw those ones here, the little ones here, and I was even wondering if the plants or the flowers will be a danger. Apparently not. So it's called Checkpoint. Suspended over a dense forest, it's very green indeed. Checkpoint allows you to disengage from an intense fight in new ways. Oh, if you are overwhelmed, jump off the platform in the forest below to change the engagement. Yeah, sounds good. Then we have the lightning rod. Oh, that's cool because during the gameplay trailer we couldn't see a lot about it. We just knew that it was vertical, but we didn't have much information, so that looks nice. And you have, look, one here, gravity cannon, and one here, gravity cannon to leave or to jump in. Looks really cool. The lightning rod, it's a landing position located at the pinnacle of the mountain and is divided into two halves by a focused an intense bridge. That's this one, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be a big choke for sure. And that's why you have the gravity cannons on the side. The station stop is the highest position on the map and is a crucial stronghold if the ring ends there. So does that mean that you can stay there without, without the countdown that force you to jump off? Maybe, maybe. Oh, finally, wow, the storm catcher. So yes, I had no idea what it was. We have a gravity cannon at the bottom. We have kind of little base or platform between the two gates, and we have another one, another gravity cannon over there. Suspended over a large area, storm catcher is an interior location. Okay, with a focus on close quarter combat. So it must be inside here. Or maybe in the base at the back. Position yourself on its exterior balconies to open up long-range combat against strong, defendable bases on either of its sides. So yes, there is this one, the bases over there. After the second gate you have a base. Then, I don't know, maybe there is a base here as well that we cannot see. But you also have a small one in the middle, and basically you can get on the balconies, either here, either maybe at the top, who knows, and then you can use the sniper in this area, in this area, and in this area when you are at the other gate, when you are closer to the base. It's interesting. The north pad, well, that looks stunning. It looks very empty, but it's because you have some trenches here and there, and again a very vertical building. It's a lot of locations are like that, and it looks great. The north pad, what do they say? The north pad is a launch site that contains a network of protected trenches, exactly, that allows safe passage over a wide range of rolling hills. Separating these trenches are underground bunkers, and small watch points with loot. So we cannot see the bunkers. Maybe there is one here, one there. Okay, that's cool. What is this over there? There is a kind of yellow dome. Who knows? The mill. Oh, that's the windmills that we saw from afar in the gameplay trailer. Oh, and look, be careful, you have some Brawlers over there. The design looks great. Located at the farthest western position, the mill's circular interior space contains high value loot and the entryway towards the center river. Oh, that's the center river here, and with some things inside the mountains. Maybe that's the command center, because they were saying that it was inside the mountain. So maybe that's the command center, and maybe this is the north pad here, or maybe not, because this is supposed to be western, so I doubt it. Shipfall. Okay, so that's the crash side that we saw in the trailer. That was quite straightforward enough. You have a spaceship, it's totally crashed. Some roads around for the tridents to move around. You have some green little buildings. You have again a gravity cannon, so that's full of mobility. The remnants of the original survivors of Storm Point, called the Shipfall, is all that remains of the doomed vessel. Eroded over decades, yes, for sure, the engine section is still intact and is a stronghold if you can fight your way through it. Interesting. That's cool. Looks really nice, to be honest. More details in the gameplay trailer. Don't forget to watch the detailed analysis. Oh, and that's one of my favorite locations. Sorry, because the Cenote Cave. Okay. It's called the Cenote Cave, and yes, I love it because the ceiling looks amazing. There are some big holes, as you can see here, and the light is coming through. So there is a bit of shade and a bit of light, and what I love as well is that you can tell that it was underwater in the past, because you have some sea mushrooms, some seaweed, you also have some corals, but I don't know if you can see it from here. You can see it in the gameplay trailer, and especially in the very detailed analysis that I have done. You can see some corals on the side, so yes, you can tell there was something else before that, and it looks amazing. So what is the name? The Cenote Cave. It's a secure network of coral reef caves. The Cenote is the most isolated section of the map, okay, and is filled with valuable loot and power positions. Located at the southernmost western corner, it is also a critical path between the barometer, which is the center of the map, and the entire western half of the island. Interesting. But you know what? I already love it, and now that I know that this is a bit isolated, I love it even more. And then we have smaller ones, so the wall. It's the great divider between the northern beach and the mountain. The wall is a critical landing spot for those who seek combat. It acts as a choke point between two significant sections of the map. Hey, 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 interesting for the people who love to drop in fragment. High Point is the home of the only redeployed balloon. Oh, so there is only one on the map. Okay, okay, okay. And it sits at the top of the longest hill and is a vital choke point to the top of the mountain. I see where it is, because during the detailed analysis of the trailer, at some point I am saying that it feels like a road or a path is going up on the hill, and it's a very closed path. I'm not sure you can jump off the path to reach the bottom of the valley. So yeah, that's probably what they are talking about. So we see that in the trailer as well. In a standoff look around, you may discover hidden tunnels that allow you to flake around it. Very interesting. The Thunder Watch. So after the road, we have the Thunder Watch. It's a getaway to the top of the mountain. Its interior is a tightly focused close-quarter combat area with a gravity cannon that allows you for quick access from the bottom of the mountain and a quick escape if needed. Okay. We have some Cascade Falls. That's a good news. I mean, that's needed in a jungle slash beach map. So it's a dense cluster of buildings placed near the waterfall. Cascade Falls acts as a focal point of the map due to its proximity to the map's center, making it the most traveled point of interest. Interesting. It might be also very busy, just like a fragment, for example. Take that into account before deciding the land there on the initial drop. Good to know. Then we have the launch site. Oh, it's a shame we didn't have an image there, but it's in the trailer again. So check the official trailer or check the detailed analysis that Koala Cavity has done. You will see the launch site in details. This is where we see the new evolutive weapon, and if you didn't see the trailer, or if you didn't hear about any leaks, I won't tell you what weapon it is. So the launch site sits on an alcove at the river's end and is a large area identified by two distinct landing zones, the outstretched landing pad and the control building. Try landing on one of its three distinctive outstretched pads and loot your way towards the control building. All those areas seems fairly complex, not for us players, but for designers to build them. They didn't do just a pad and a corridor and a door. It sounds like very complex to design, with a lot of different options and a lot of different areas within one point of interest. That's very interesting. Then we have the fish farms. Oh, it must be the area in the water, obviously. A chain of islands separated by open water. The fish farms is a large area with a clean separation between the lootable buildings. You can cross the open water consciously or use the trident to hover along the water waves. Why do they say cautiously? Like, is there any piranhas or whatever? I don't know. The Gale Station. I've no idea which one is this. A sibling landing location to the fish farms. Gale Station. Oh, maybe that's the... Oh no, it's not the windmills, because we already saw that, so I don't know. The Gale Station acts as a divider between the island's center and the southern section. What it lacks in loot quantity makes up for loot quality and its power position over the fish farm. Interesting. Then you have some spill-off camps, design talk. Oh, okay. Maybe you want to share some thought with us, and that's that's the image that we had at the beginning. So that's what I mean. This is for me the fishing farms, and this with the windmills. So it's still an area with windmills. It is the Gale Station. I believe that this is the Gale Station, and it's looking over the fish or fishing farms, whatever. But now the spill-off camps. There are 17 named locations total on the map, but if you pay close attention, you will notice near these drop locations there are smaller camps. When you are dropping at the start of a match and see a drop location overwhelmed with other players, look around. You may notice a smaller camp nearby, blah blah blah, with great loot. That's cool. At least you are not in a choke point, or you are not forced to fight your way through. There are many more locations to discover, and all with unique and diverse gameplay styles designed for the competitive and casual player. Honestly, everything looks amazing, and they must have put a lot of thought and effort in each of the locations, so great. Stormpoint is the sum of 2 years of design work and a close study of how Apex Legends plays in public. Here we go, 2 years of design, that's a lot. There are hundreds of micro decisions built into the map to address bad third-party encounters. Thank you for thinking about that. Optimal loot flow, cool, and combat engagement for a better gameplay experience. Again, I am Rodney Reese, the designer of World's Edge and now Stormpoint. Oh, so that's promising, because World's Edge is a fan's favorite. Welcome to our new West map. Again, Stormpoint. Thank you, Rodney, for all the details. So that was great. Here we go, koalas. That was longer than I expected, but I told you at the beginning there are so many POIs that obviously it will take a bit of time to go through them. But yes, at least we stayed true to the to the overall philosophy of Cola Cavity when it's about a new season and when it's about going into details. Again, check the very detailed analysis video of the Escape gameplay trailer. There are a lot of things that we discuss, that we try to look out. We throw some assumptions in there, we raise some question marks, so feel free to check this video as well. And yes, same thing for this one right now, same thing for Ash, same thing for Stormpoint. We try to cover everything, to discuss, to share maybe sometimes some thought, etc. So I hope that you liked it. If you liked it, please think about supporting the YouTube channel by subscribing. You can also leave a little like and a little comment if you want to. And don't forget Koala Cavity at the beginning. This is a Twitch channel, and we donate every month with our own resources to one or more charities depending on the agenda. And on top of that, we also redirect the majority of the Twitch subs, and we redirect them to add them on top of our own monthly donation to the charities. So please check the Twitch channel. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. It's Cola Cavity. You can find a lot of details under the About section of the Twitch channel. You can also find even more information on the website koalacavity.com, and you can also follow us on the socials, especially Instagram, if you have Instagram and if you would like to stay up to date with everything we do, the donations and the charities, but also maybe the significant milestones, maybe some events or some change in the schedule, etc. etc. Feel free to follow us there. The most important to support the philosophy and the vision, it's to support the YouTube, yes, but the most important is to support the Twitch channel, because this is how Koala Cavity will be able to keep this philosophy and to just to keep running first, and then we will be able to keep pushing that philosophy by donating, but also by redirecting the majority of your subs. So thank you again, the koalas. As always, I send you a lot of positivity and I send you a lot of kisses, and I hope to catch up with you very soon on YouTube or on Twitch. Bye bye, the koalas. Bye bye.